mosquitoes are there, and I didn't want to be there. So I took and drained all that mosquito water out and stuff like that, and I swept and cleaned that whole area. It was neat. And then I was down by Whitney Bank one time after Mardi Gras one morning, and somebody left a big tent. It had the screen and stuff, and that was like my screen house. I would sunbathe and stuff like that. It was great. It was really great. Oh, and I would catch rainwater from the roof, and that's how I'd take a shower. Oh yeah, I'd get naked, and the rainwater would come clear. I'd get under it and fill up these big jugs that were usually filled with oil, and I would actually drink that water. It wasn't the best water, but just to quench my thirst and wash my hands and maybe rinse out some clothing and have a little clothesline and stuff like that. It was fun. Sneak out in the morning, the sun come up high over the city, and look down, I could see all this area. It was like a great view. And I climbed down the ladder, go down the steps. It was good exercise too. Yeah, it was great. It was fun. But you had to there were people that visited. Like, they would be traveling, and somehow they would come in. There was like a big piece of plywood, right? And they would kick it in. They knew that's how to get in, or somebody told them, maybe in the neighborhood or something. And next thing you know, I'd be sitting up there snacking or napping or something. I hear all these voices coming up the steps. And it'd be evening time, and they'd have cameras, and they might be drinking. I'd tell them, be careful if you're up here drinking and stuff, because it's steps and things like that. But they'd visit for a while, take some pictures, and get some good aerial shots, as close to it anyway. And they'd visit and stuff like that. It was fun. It was. The stars. Oh, and there was a pigeon. They had like I call it mom and pop pigeon because it was mom and pop pigeon, but they had like a little pigeon soap opera going on. Well, one of the pigeons got sick and didn't feel good, so there was a hawk. And the little pigeon walked, I used to feed him. I'd get bird seed and feed the pigeons bird seed. And this pigeon, it was like really bad shape and stuff. And one morning, this pigeon was just walking around, and here comes this hawk. And just snatched that pigeon, put it out of its misery. But that's just one less pigeon. There were still many more pigeons and stuff. That was kind of a neat little story. I remember that, part of nature, Strong survived. The hawk saw this pigeon sick and just like, it was time, it was over. Could have been a rabbit, could have been a mouse. It was fun. Barbecuing, made a swing out of ropes and a board. I'd swing. I'd even imagine like if I could get materials to make like this little room and stuff, But since I've been there, the contractors have taken it over, and they're making some nice little apartment condos. They should be finished. Completion should be near completion pretty soon. It was a nice place. Oh, they even had a huge big safe in the bottom. And I would hear these stories. I knew they couldn't have been true. There was a hole in the top of it because I'd go through the stairs and I could see there's a hole where there used to be a safe. And they get this little message, there's a whole bunch of gold bricks in there. So I'm like, I'm not going to climb in there and find out though. But I did try the door, it had one of those big wheels on the front. I said, if I could just get that sucker open, I'd find out walking instead of jumping to the top, not being able to get out. Because I'd get in there, I'd be screaming and nobody'd hear me. And then I'd be stuck in there with not any gold. It'd be like the Indiana Jones movie or something. Yeah. So many places, but there's still there are plenty of buildings in New Orleans that still can be used or improved upon. One is the Warwick Hotel, and there's another one across the street from the Holiday Inn next to Loyola. That's another one. Plenty of buildings. I like that Red River one out there. That's like an adventure building, but I wouldn't want to try to sneak in there or anything like that. Might be about too safe or something. That was a couple of years ago. Nice, huh?